This is Gary Atensa with CNTV, and today we're in Texas. I am here with God-inspired Nikki Cruz. Since 2021, she has been helping women see their value and joyfully unleash a more powerful purpose. I am joined here with the author, speaker, coach. Nikki, thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you so much for having me here, Mike. What an honor and a privilege.
That is excellent. I'm going to start off a little bit about yourself. You were formerly educated at college in South Africa. In 1998, you moved to the United States. About a dozen years later, in 2011, you found yourself really in a wheelchair while being told you would never walk again. Share with us how this story that led up to the March of 2021, where the words "never walk again" would not be true.
Well, I had an asthma attack which left me incapacitated. Not only was I in a wheelchair, I was strapped in because I spasmed and I shook. There was nothing I could do for myself. I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't dress. I couldn't brush my hair. I was really good at milkshakes because you just put a milkshake in my hand and I shook it without even trying. I was excellent at back massages. Just stand in front of me and you had an awesome treatment. But really those 11 years, for 11 years, I just kept knowing I would get out of my wheelchair. And one day my doctor said, "You'll never walk again." And I was devastated, crushed.
Wow. I can't imagine. I mean, I imagine many of us have been told that we can't do something in this lifetime. You teach we have a choice whether to believe the labels the world puts on us or define our own value. How important is valuing ourselves, would you say?
I think value in ourselves is what actually makes us. We are, each and every one of us, the most incredible people out. And when I was told I would never walk again, I believed that. And I had to stop. I had to stop being angry and look at my value. And as I began to believe that I carried a unique value, I found this incredible joy. And I really believe that was part of my healing. And 3 months later, I walked. And I believe that that miraculous event coincides with me believing, because there's so much power in joy. There's so much power in the healing that joy brings.
Yes. I mean, as a faith-centered leader, you share that inspiration is from God, by God, for God. Is divine inspiration something you feel we can all experience?
Absolutely. God is our creator, and He created us with that desire to create more, to be inspired, to love ourselves and to love others, and of course to love God. And when you look at your value and you begin to see that, you're automatically loving other people because you're bringing an impact to the world.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, constant negativity, criticism can literally suck the God-given life out of a lot of us. Yet in Genesis, it says God breathed life into man. The word inspiration comes from a Latin word which is breathing. Is this a gift, do you think, that is given to each one of us, inspiration?
Absolutely. That Latin word inspirare, God breathed life into us. We all have life. How we express it, how we let it energize us, really is about how we look at ourselves. And unfortunately, the labels and judgment of the world do tell us we're less than. So often we get to live by who we are and bring forth that unique value, that life, that breathing. Each one of us breathes, but we don't just breathe. We breathe something special into the world with each word we speak. So that inspiration is, to me, it's not just life-giving, it's life-sustaining, and we get to share it.
That is exciting. I mean, you were healed out of a wheelchair after 11 years. You now encourage others in the healing power of joy. Joy that made possible the healing of your mind, spirit, and ultimately your physical body. The label of joy junkie is one that you have embraced. Tell me about that.
I found so much joy in just recognizing who I was and sharing that. I saw how my little bits of encouragement to other people affected them. And at first it was just a smile, then it brought laughter, then it brought this incredible joy that sustains me. And what I know now that I didn't know then is that joy actually has a physical effect on your brain, which then begins a healing process in your body. So I've embraced that because other people labeled it to me, and I live it every day. I wake up looking for reasons to be joyful and to share joy and to help other people find joy regardless of their circumstances.
Yes.
So many of us, we're not stuck in a wheelchair, but our minds are crippled by our
Sure.
disbelief. And that's where I was when I was so angry being told I would never walk again. I had to stop that, yeah.
You can easily see a wheelchair where people are stuck, but we're all stuck in so many different ways that is not so noticeable. I mean, so now as a joy coach, you equip leaders in ministry and in business to activate the healing power of joy to excel in their leadership. Is healing past hurts kind of the starting point for many people?
It takes people a while to get to realize how much those hurts are actually holding them back. But when they release and become healed from those past hurts, they begin to see not just what they've got to bring to the world, but what they can gain from the world. So it is foundational, but it's often not where people want to start. So they have to embrace the belief that they can get there first.
Wow. I mean, you provide tools to daily choose God's abundance and joy in all circumstances. Are these tools available to all people, even those that are not yet leading?
Absolutely. Each of us is a leader. We lead in our own lives because we make decisions daily. So whether we are leading many other people, a mom leading a family, or we're just making those decisions for our lives, those are all leadership skills and qualities. So everybody has them, and those tools will equip them to lead in a better way. There are so many people out there actually in a leadership position, and if they look behind them, there are not that many people following. And if you think you're leading people and there's no one behind you, you're just out for a walk.
Interesting. Like you said, we're all leaders because we're all leading our life, and that is a challenge within itself. I mean, women who are looking to find a purpose and more meaning in life, as well as leaders in ministry and business who want to empower themselves and their teams. How do they work with you? Is this done one-on-one, virtually, in groups, or a little bit of all the above?
A little bit of both, but the most important thing about all of the coaching I do is that it's in communities where there are people who support one another. And then within those communities, I do group coaching, I do one-on-one coaching. And the one-on-one coaching is often very specifically geared to what that person needs in their circumstances. The other coaching is in a group, and people support each other so beautifully, because that's where the power of joy comes from. It's magnetic, and it's when it rubs off on other people.
That is exciting. I mean, not only in ways you mentioned how you're helping folks, but 2024 is really the year that you will scale your mission. I mean, the first Jump Summit is scheduled. What will take place at this event? And for those who are going to be in attendance, will basically joyfully unleash a more powerful purpose. Tell me about that.
Well, it is our first Jump Summit, and that is going to be amazing because it's not just an event. It is actually going to be an experience where people come and hear. We have 5 different speakers, we have a panel, and people are going to hear about how to transform their lives and walk away with tools from those speakers that they can embrace, they can use to get over obstacles, to step forward. If they're not sure what their purpose is, they'll find tools to find their purpose and jump into that. Because we all get to jump into what we were created for. If we just hold back, boy, 2024 is going to be boring.
It's interesting. I mean, not only is this, like you say, a single event or a single experience, but this will provide an ongoing membership, like a community, into your community. I mean, like your nonprofit, Kingdom Bricks, is this your way of giving back to your local community as well?
Yes. Now, Kingdom Bricks goes beyond our local community. It's actually our ministry to Uganda. We call it Kingdom Bricks, building the kingdom of God one brick at a time. And this is a pastor and his wife who really prayed for me while I was in my wheelchair. And we formed an alliance with them, started a food bank, started supporting the pastor's wife's children's school, and then we built a vocational center to help people realize and to have their own value, to have something they could do. That all started in the time just after COVID when there were no jobs. But here at home, we use it also to sponsor people into our programs, and some of our communities are created with where any profit from that community goes to Uganda. So people learn about giving back.
Wow. I mean, like we've always said, that impact is always a ripple effect, and you're touching lives across the globe, really. I mean, you're a coach and a speaker and now a published author. How did the book come about, and what will readers find in The Gifts of Pain that you co-authored?
The book came about by an incredible woman by the name of Elena Fernandez, who coordinated this. And we have 31 stories to create it to be like a journal, each one of people overcoming a different hardship. Again, with tools of what you can take away, how you can address your situation. 31 incredible authors that all have overcome the pain and want to give something back. My story's in there too, with my tagline of, I decided to be the best version of myself, whether I was walking or in a wheelchair. And every person has a bit of advice like that. It's the first book I've been published, the first published work I've done.
It is exciting to co-author with so many others like that who have not only survived but really gone on to thrive. I mean, Nikki, you are passionate about seeing women embrace and develop their unrecognized talents and abilities so that they can bring joy and impact the lives of others to truly make the world a better place. Is this rewarding for you?
Absolutely. When I see people shine in whatever they step into, I have this incredible sense of purpose. I can't put it any other way. And they're not shining because of me. They're shining because they have that in them. I've just helped them bring it out, because we can't create other people. We can only help them shine and be exactly who they are. We can elicit the greatness in them. We can't make them great.
That is exciting. I'm so excited to share you with my viewers out there. Let them know of the 2024 summit that's going to be coming their way. Not only is that going to be an event, folks, but it's really going to be an experience that anyone can take part in. So definitely check out their website and see all the ways that you can be involved and find joy and be inspired. You can order the Joy Junkie merchandise they've got right there on the website as well. But make sure and follow them on Facebook and Instagram, where she will share with you how to register for the upcoming event, and as well as her book launch that's going to be coming out as well, that she has co-authored, and basically many stories coming together that will inspire you. Once again, that is God Inspired Joy Junkie Nikki Cruz, helping you joyfully unleash a more powerful purpose. This is Gary Atensa with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.